Hi, Dave Johnston here with DayTrade TheMarkets. Today is Thursday, March the 16th, 2017. We're looking at a 2-minute chart of the April crude, and I've got some orders in here. I've got a buy stop to go long at 48.70. I've got a buy limit to go long at 48.62, and a protective sell stop at 48.52. So the market has been interday. It's had a nice gap up yesterday, and that is also held today, even though today has been mostly controlled by sellers. And so you might be saying to yourself, why the heck am I buying? We've got this magenta bar started the day. This previous one was the last bar of yesterday, but magenta is our strongest selling aggression bar. So you can see we got one there, we got another one here, although this one got rejected, but we couldn't take out the high of our resistance area here. And we got another magenta in here. Now this time we've come up and tested slightly above here. Now this is either a failure and it's really going to sell off hard, or it's really giving it a sincere try at trying to move above with potential follow through. Okay, we just got filled long there, so got our stop in place. So the idea obviously on this trade is it's going to take out and hit 70 and move up and even take out the 75 area, which is where the market had kind of made this mini double top right in here when it hit it a couple of times. So that's really what we're looking at. We've got our stop in place. I'll, just for the sake of keeping this recording as short as possible, I'm going to stop it now. We've got our orders in place, and I'll pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just restarted the recording. It hovered down here a little bit. We're finally getting a bit of a lift here. May even get filled on our other 4. I did put a sell limit up in here for 4 at 48.80, which is up near this resistance area. So the market bottomed at 60, so I'm going to put my stop at just a tick below that at 59. And the reason I'm doing that is now that the market, okay, we just got filled on that, so it's 8. So we're now long 8, so I can change that. Okay, there's our stop at 48.59. We're long 8 now from 48.67. So our first objective is up there at 48.80. Seeing as our average price is at 67, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to dip this down a little bit, put it at 77, just above this last area here, and see if we can get 10 ticks on half of them. And then kind of take it from there. So I just want to bring you up to date on the trade, and once again I'll pause the recording to try and keep it as short as possible. Okay, just resume the recording. It's really taken a good move up here. I'm going to go ahead and put in a sell limit for 2, which I actually should have already had up into this area up in here. See if we can get filled on that. It's up near the just up near that next resistance area. Should have already had it in. Maybe just pull it back a couple of ticks. This thing is really volatile. Don't know really what's going on here. Maybe there's something in the news. So I am going to change this stop to break even for the other 4 contracts that we're still got in play here. Just move it up a little bit there. Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on now. Our so we did get filled on 4 long from 67, and that was at 77. So we got 10 ticks on the first 4 there. Let's go for let's see. If we did that one at 77. Change that to 87. This is a mistake I made today, because oftentimes we'll get spikes like that, and we knew that the resistance area was up in here, and it's just really a mistake on my part. I went in with this with a fairly heavily weighted position because of what I was saying earlier in this video, and I really should have had that sell limit up in here. So I brought this down. So we're trying to sell 2 at 87, which would give us 20 ticks on another 2 of the contracts. So maybe we can get filled on this here and still be looking pretty good. So let's see. Okay, there we go. So we're now down to just 2 contracts. So I'll make an adjustment on that 2 contracts now we're down to. This is where I've been filled on them, and I'll move this out of the way. Or actually, sorry, I need to put it in. Well, let me just move it out of the way for a moment. Let's try and determine where that stop should be placed at. I'll wait till this bar finishes. Now, I'm somewhat surprised that we didn't get a paint bar out of here. We did not get an aggression bar out of here. I suppose because it closed fairly close towards its midpoint, so I guess it kind of balanced out, even though obviously there must have been some very aggressive buying to send the market up that quickly. Our stop is at 68, so it's basically a break-even stop. We're long from 67. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's see what color bar we get at this bar, and then we can take it forward from there. So I'm going to check the news here and see what the heck is going on. As far as I know, there is no particular news to be released, but I'm going to check on that here. So I'll put, okay, we did not get a colored paint bar out of this one either. So I'm just going to raise the stop a little bit here, just below this breakout from this area in here, and that was at 75. So I put it at 72, 3 ticks below that high, and that still locks in another 5 ticks on the final 2 contracts. So who knows, maybe the rest of the day we're going to get a really nice rally here, but we'll just leave it the way it is for the moment, and I'll pause the recording. Okay, we're getting some more follow through up, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that stop once again. We've had a bit of a consolidation here, so I'm going to put it just below that consolidation. So that was basically around 80 or so. So I've got the stop now at 78. So that locks in another 10, 11 ticks. So just bring it up to date on that, and I'll pause the recording. By the way, we've also just got this green bar in here. That's our second most aggressive buying. You can see it's come up here into an area of likely resistance. I should probably, let me just think here for a moment. The low on that is at 83. Yeah, I think I'll just boost that up just a little bit, boost up to 80. Not a big deal. The other thing about doing here is because this resistance area up in here, if I go ahead, I'm going to try and sell one at 97. Let's see how we do with that. So just bring you up to date, and once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, just resuming the recording here. I'm going to have to cancel that. We just got filled here at 80. If you remember, we adjusted our final stop on the final 2 contracts at 80. So we were long here from 67. We exited 4 contracts at 77, exited 2 contracts at 87, was late in getting this in, so that never did get filled. And then we got filled here at 80 on the final 2 for 13 ticks on that. So any questions or comments about these trades, just get a hold of us at info@DayTrade TheMarkets. Thanks for watching.